Today's show is sponsored by ExpressVPN. One-click protection for all your devices. Securing yourself couldn't be easier. Visit expressvpn.com/funhouse. Welcome to the Funhaus Podcast. Today is May 25th, 2021. Tuesday. I'm joined today by Jon Hamm. Hi, Jon.
What up? Oh, my dog just left. I was going to introduce Oreo, but no, never mind.
Oh, well, maybe we'll see her later.
She'll be back.
She'll be back.
Yeah.
And we have special guests, Cole and Andrew from Podcast But Outside.
Hello. How are you?
Thanks so much for joining us today.
Thank you for
Thanks
having
for joining
us. I'm excited to see this dog.
Yeah. She'll be around.
Yes, always.
Mondo's here too, lurking in the corners somewhere. Mondo's here too. Armando!
Hey.
Do I gotta put the Armando signal in the sky?
Yeah, there we go. Hey, oh, there we go.
Hey, there he is.
Hey, everybody. Yeah, special guest. I'm really happy to announce that I'm the third co-host on Podcast But Outside. I'm the inside correspondent. It's really nice. I bring all of the news from what's going on under a roof. So thank you so much for having me.
Corporate keeps foisting these bad ideas on us, and we don't know what to do about it.
Wouldn't be the first time I was called a bad idea today. Thank you.
We have a lot of fun stuff that we want to talk about today. And by we, I mean I was presented with some ideas, and I said, let's talk about this. I want to get your guys' thoughts and your opinions on the goings on the internet and pop culture, whatever. I don't know how. I mean, okay. Are you on Twitch a lot? I know that we're all on YouTube. You guys watch Twitch? You know the Twitch meta? Where are you at on the Twitch levels?
I'm kind of familiar with it, but there's still some weird things about Twitch that maybe it's a generational thing, but I do enjoy watching some of the streams. But I'm never going to be a Twitcher myself.
A Twitcher? All right.
A Twitcher. Is that what they're called? Twitchers or Twitchers?
I know what...
Streamers.
Oh,
I know what Twitch is.
That's a head start.
But actually, we've been trying to get our show onto Twitch, but we are behind on the technology.
We keep submitting it, and they keep saying no. We fill out these submission forms. We do the fees. We do the $1,000 submission fees almost every week, and we still haven't gotten an answer. So one day we'll hopefully get a yes.
Draining your wallets.
You guys get $1,000 every week?
Yeah, it's the submission fee for Twitch.
No.
Yeah. There's a category. There's like all sorts of categories on Twitch. Obviously, like a lot of people know what Twitch is. But over the past 2 months, Twitch has seen a rise in what people are calling the hot tub streamers. I don't know if you guys have heard about this, but I watch other categories and stuff on Twitch, mostly gaming. So there's all sorts of memes though within those other categories of people being like, I'm going to do my hot tub stream later. So subscribe so you can come watch me in a hot tub. There was a lot of controversy about it because people were like, they thought it was like too sexy and like this is gonna be like, what's the cam? I don't know the cam websites. Not saying that y'all know the cam websites.
Cam girls. Cam
girls.
Go ahead, accuse us of it.
Cam girls.
Cam ladies, okay? Cam ladies.
Oh, cam women.
They're cam ladies.
Cam women.
Cam women.
Yes. I like the respect you put on that.
I looked at this category. So they made a new category for just pools, hot tubs, and beaches. Mm-hmm. And bitches. That's where I would go. If you look at this, it's just women in bikinis. And you know what? That's fine.
Yeah, I'll say what's wrong with that.
There's nothing wrong with it. That's why Twitch gave it its own category. In their announcement, Twitch stated that if you have chosen swimwear that is allowed under the Swim and Beaches contextual exception to our standard nudity and attire policy, because you're not allowed to be naked on Twitch.
Mm-hmm. Not yet.
Not yet.
Slowly working our way there.
Outside.
Slowly working our way there.
You should stream into the pools, hot tubs, and beaches category. It's a whole category.
Yeah, I mean, this news coming out, I actually just discovered this week that Twitch is for gaming. I thought it was just for hot tubs and like beach stuff. Because that's all I've ever used it for, is that.
And that was part of the controversy, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, when they introduced gaming, that was so controversial.
I was like, why are they doing gaming on this beach thing that I love?
This beach website that I love.
Yeah.
The streaming company also defended hot tub streamers by saying being found to be sexy by others is not against our rules, which is just like you should apply that to your everyday life, right?
Sure.
Yeah, that was my initial thought when I read the beginnings of that, the headlines and articles. I was like, is this another one of those, what do they call it, incel things where it's a bunch of men hating the sexy girl gamers? That's what it had, that vibe. Because remember, that was a big thing
they're
about
taking
Yes.
over their territory.
Yeah,
Well, my
and
question is,
That was definitely part of it.
so
do
weird
you
to
guys
me,
actually know, like, substantively what happens in the hot tub stream? Are they gaming or are they just sitting there? Like, what are they actually doing? Let's say you watch for 20 minutes. What do you see?
Yeah. I'm under the impression
No?
that they're not gaming. They're just like talking and just kind of like whatever people are throwing out there, they're just talking about is what the impression I got.
So, okay, I've never like sat there and watched it, but because I do spend a lot of time on Twitch in general,
Sure.
like I understand the jokes. It's a lot of talking to the chat and being like, wow, thanks. I'm not saying this is every one of them. Maybe some of them do have their little Switch there and they're like playing Mario Party while just taking money. It's a lot of like one of the memes is the girls like bending over in their bikinis writing on the whiteboard being like, thanks, subscriber.
Okay.
So it's that. So people are like, they did that on purpose a little bit, just a little bit.
So it's kind of just like hot
what they do.
interactions is all it is, right? It's like
Yeah,
being
it's
hot
like-
and interacting.
It's the thing where, you know, maybe some of these guys wouldn't have the opportunity to talk to such a fine lady in the bikini in real life, but if they give her some money, she's going to say their name.
Okay.
That's part of it.
They're landlocked. It's just for landlocked losers, right? Like, no beaches, no prospects.
I'm trying to
Well, how-
understand it because someone pointed out to me one time, and I'm not saying I fully am on board with it, but they're like, I would get suspended for the same thing. It was a guy, and I was like, okay, that's fair if you're looking for consistency as someone trying to make an income off of Twitch, but I'm also more on the side of I don't get mad at clubs for ladies' night, like they get in free before 11. I'm not mad at that at all. Like, let them in, please. I want more. There's a lot of guys here, so please let's bring more in. That's my feeling.
That makes sense.
Well, what I
yeah,
was surprised about was like, how many? Is it like a thing that streamers own hot tubs? Why is there so many like streamers
it's
that
like
have
these
hot tubs?
These
Like, are-
inflatable hot tubs.
Oh, they're inflatable. They're not real
then-
hot
A
tubs.
lot
Okay,
of them
that
are
makes sense.
inflatable. And like, for example, I'm in a room right now with carpet. And like, if I wanted to do this, I would put an inflatable hot tub in this carpeted bedroom and then be...
Wait. But how do you
lot
get
of
the
them do it
water?
inside.
How do you get the water warm? What constitutes it as hot? Are they pouring boiling
There's-
water into this and then sitting in it?
No, it's like a whole thing you can buy. Let me see if I can find one. It's like a...
And does
it's like
Twitch measure the like temperature to make sure it is hot? Because I think if it's like a lukewarm tub, you're probably not allowed on there, right? That's too sexual.
Right.
You have to go into warm tubs and beaches.
What style of bathing suits?
Look, I'll send you this picture. So you-
And who's at the
Mankinis?
beach? That seems hard to stream at the beach. It seems difficult.
Have you guys tried that yet?
it's
Well,
like-
you guys
But-
have recorded.
IRL streaming, right?
Right, I guess.
So, yeah. That's, by the way, I put it in Discord. Maybe we can get it to show the audience. That machine thing that's on the left, I don't know if you can see that. That's like what makes the hot water hot.
Ooh, that looks cool.
So you can buy it. Anybody can do it. One person probably started doing it. And then,
right.
it
Oh,
just,
I see.
you know.
we got to see Cole and Coleman.
So,
These are like the tent
Yeah.
version of a hot tub. It's like the same company
Yeah.
that makes tents is doing
there it
this.
is.
Yeah,
Hey, that's
Cole and-
us. That's the
Cole
four
and
of us.
Coleman.
That is the four of
Hey.
us.
Yeah, we could do that. We could absolutely do that.
There's a lot of sexual tension between those two guys, by the way. It's like really intense.
Yeah.
I know. They're the only ones making eye contact.
really looking at each other.
Well, isn't that just like Twitch? We don't want to see these women here. Get them out of the tub.
This is their category now. So one of the cutest things about all of this, though, is that one of the most popular, like in the top 5 Twitch accounts in the new category that's like hot tubs is it's just a bunch of sea otters, and it's really cute. It's the Vancouver's Marine Mammal Rescue Center. They got a camera in their otter tank to show off. They're little cute sea otters, and right now the stream is called Thickest Fur, Hottest, #1 Cold Tub stream. Because
the cold
you know,
tub.
that's it's really cute if you want to watch. They got like 2,500 people.
Oh, nice
watching,
hot
so-
tub, Lindsay. I mean, it looks a little
Oh.
cold, but I like it.
Well, hello, where are my tips? Give me my donations.
I don't have a good sense of the Twitch economic stream, but how much do you think the number one hot tub streamer makes for streaming for an hour? Do you have any idea?
My guess would be
Not a lot.
35K a month.
Really?
You think
What do you
that?
mean not a lot?
Well, because so
Yeah,
I'm
you got
well, no.
she's got 6,000 viewers right now. You get, however many subs she's got. I bet I can
Yeah.
click on it. It says 5,500 subscribers. Even at a premium level, which is like $3.50 a subscriber, that's $15,000 just in that.
Let me
and then
add
you've
on
got
top
to
of it.
imagine that
Not-
she's making 10K
Tips,
in
yeah.
donations.
Not a
month.
lot for only an hour a day. Because I'm under the impression that most streamers have to work or stream like 12 hours a day to make a livable income.
Oh, an
So
hour? No, I'm just talking about like in a month.
Oh, okay, gotcha. I was just talking about for just like an hour a day. Like, because I was like, I can't be in a hot tub for 12 hours. I'd be so pruned.
I bet that they stream for like 4 to 6 hours or something.
In the hot tub?
Anyways.
How much do
guys
those hot
gonna do
tubs go
podca-
for?
Oh, like $400 or $500. You could probably buy one. That's total random guess. Why am I still in this hot tub?
Yeah, you're
Cody,
in one.
get me out of this hot tub. Get me out of this hot tub.
Armando, can we start doing the podcast in a hot tub from now on? I'll be on more episodes and I'll actually know about what we're talking about. If you
Yeah,
can
we're
make that
changing our
promise.
name to Podcast But In a Hot Tub.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like it.
I'm getting, hey guys, I'm getting Omar on the phone right now trying to make this happen. Hey buddy, so I'm gonna need a budget increase, and you're not gonna love it.
Tell them we'll make it up in tips. We'll make it up in tips.
Yeah,
Just use like a sponsored water company to be the one providing the water, and then it'll all kind of even out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get that
you
Dasani
go.
sponsorship so we can bathe in salt water.
It's all Dasani.
Well, it's beach water.
I don't think I'm going to be streaming in any hot tubs soon. But if I went to the beach, I think that'd be fun to do like an IRL stream and then do the beach category and then be at the very bottom because you ain't getting to the top of that category unless you're a cute otter or a woman in a bikini. I'll be real.
I do want to say there was one word that I saw on this. Oh, was that the otter? Uh-huh. Nice.
Yeah, that was the otter.
When I saw the word advertisers, and this is just me speaking purely as a creative person and not acknowledging the business side of things, I don't like when advertisers have input on the content on platforms, because at the same time where they don't want to put their ads with us, they'll be the first to put their ads on Game of Thrones. So it's kind of like, I don't know where the line is drawn or why we aren't as special as, Game of Thrones. But that was the only thing that stood out to me when it said advertisers were complaining. I was like, oh God, just keeps going and going. So speaking purely as a creative, I understand they got to make money.
I do think that HBO notoriously doesn't have ads, though. I'm sorry. Game of Thrones never had ads.
Not for
Go
me.
ahead.
I was riddled with them.
Oh, you had got
There-
a lot of ads.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was riddled with Game of Thrones ads.
I only got ads when I was watching Game of Thrones for this category, pools, hot tubs, and beaches.
For the pools. Hot
Oh,
tubs.
really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it kept being like, come to Twitch. And I was like, it's 2011. This is the first season. It was good. We need to take a quick break, hear a word from our first sponsor, and then we'll be back with more from Cole and Andrew from Podcast But Outside. We'll be right back.
This episode of the Funhaus Podcast is brought to you by Fitbod. A lot of us have workout goals. I know that I do. And while perfection is an illusion, it helps to challenge ourselves and strive for our personal higher level. If you're repeating the same workout over and over, it's going to be boring and hard to see progress. That's why Fitbod creates a fitness program that continually adapts to you so you stay challenged with new exercises, pacing, and intensity based on where you are and where you want to be. Fitbod's algorithm uses data and analytics to help you build on your last workout, and their workouts are balanced so you don't overwork one muscle group or ignore another, and vice versa. The app is really cool because you can basically say, what are you trying to do? Are you trying to build strength? Are you trying to get more toned? Are you trying to build your endurance? It takes all that into consideration, and then it'll give you something to do. It takes the guesswork out of exercise, and honestly, it's been my experience that when you walk into the gym or when you just want to exercise at home, not being sure what to do today or tomorrow or next week is one of the biggest hurdles, and it completely kills your motivation. But Fitbod removes that entirely. It takes the guesswork out of it. It's going to make sure your workout today is good, and it's going to use how you did today to prepare you for tomorrow. And that's the best thing you can hope for with a workout program. So Fitbod is easy on the budget too. It's just $9.99 a month, way less than a personal trainer. It's even less with an annual subscription. You're going to get everything you need right in this app. Pick up the pace on your fitness journey with Fitbod today, and your future self will thank you. Get 25% off your membership at fitbod.me/FHpod. That's 25% off at fitbod.me/FHpod.
There's more goings on in the news.
More stuff is happening?
Can you believe it? Stuff happens
Still?
every day at an
Every
alarmingly
day?
fast pace.
I thought we were slowing
Nonstop.
down. Can we take a
You
break?
can't catch up. No way. No way. 1 hour you're talking about hot tubs on Twitch, and the next they're removing history from the internet. Okay. Because that was my first reaction, by the way, to this. Okay. Y'all know what NFTs are and stuff? I don't.
Yes,
Yeah.
non-fungible tokens.
Whatever. That doesn't mean anything to me.
It doesn't. It's just three words strung together. That's really what it is.
It's really what it is. You guys bought any NFTs?
No.
All my money's in NFTs.
No.
All money.
Everything I
NFTs.
own, yeah, everything. I actually quit the bank and I just did NFT stuff, and I've been trying to buy lunch with it. It really is not easy to live my life right now.
Like, here's a picture of your lunch.
I know it doesn't work.
So the Charlie Bit Me video, one of the most viral YouTube videos. It was like the OG viral video. It's been taken down. When I first was reading this story, it was like, oh, they're gonna take it down. They took it down from YouTube and sold it as an NFT. Mm-hmm. The family behind the clip held an auction over the weekend that closed. Guess how much this sold for? If you didn't already read this, do you guys know? Did you already?
I read it.
Yes.
You read it.
I
Y'all
did
read
read it.
Okay.
I did read it.
So I'm gonna guess 760,000.
And $999. You're so on the money. You're so money. It's money. My first reaction is this belongs in a museum. Why did they take it down from YouTube? I guess it's their right. It's their video.
I mean,
But
good
they
for
sold
them.
it
That's
as
a lot
an
of
NFT.
money.
I know. I mean, maybe that was they're oh, we're not number one anymore, and we haven't been for years. So let's just sell it and get our final paycheck. I don't know.
Yeah. Now it's on the person who paid that money to put it in a museum, but that's good for them because I did the math of what they originally made off ad revenue. It was just a little under $1,000 a month over the last 14 years, and I'm like, here's this big ass check they finally cashed in on, and I mean, shit, I would have took it to Pawn Stars.
Yeah. But what I don't understand is, okay, it's taken down from YouTube. There's still other digital copies that exist. People can still watch
Right.
this video, right? So what's
Of
the
course.
point of do you just own something just to say you own it?
The whole thing
That's
with NFTs
part
is
of the. Yeah.
yeah,
I get it.
it's just, I mean, from my understanding of it, it's just a different way to store money, basically. So it's not inherently something that has value, but value is placed in it because someone spent X amount of money on it, so then they could sell it again later, maybe for more. I don't know. It's I think that's the whole thing with it.
But the person who bought this viral video NFT, can they try to sell it and everybody could just literally be like, no thanks.
Yes, it's possible. Yeah, it's possible.
And then nothing happened.
But if it got bid to that point, you'd think there would at least be someone who would spend somewhere around that. You know what I mean? Who they had outbid or whatever. I don't know. But the funniest thing about this, because I read the article as well, and they said that the family said that the winner of the auction would be allowed to film their own version of the parody with Harry and Charlie, who are now 17 and 15. It's that's also part of the auction. Is you get to meet them and film a new one. It's so weird, actually.
Yeah, it's
You get to exploit my children for money.
A little bit more
They're
money.
my kids are almost 18. Let's exploit them a little bit more right before
they
can't
can
legally
make
allow it.
their own decisions. Yeah.
Hey, but they got their college paid for if they're going. Both of them.
Right.
That's not bad.
This is probably the most lucrative finger biting thing that has ever happened, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mine never gets me.
I've
Never
lost-
before,
I've-
right?
I've lost money from finger biting before, definitely. So
Yeah.
this is
Most
they're in a
people,
good
it does
place.
not work out this way. I mean, a lot of people get into finger biting, hope to make it rich, but these are really the only people that have succeeded.
Now, question is there a possibility that, okay, so now I own this moment of internet history. Is it possible one day I can start enforcing like rights claims and things on people? Like
that's what I was wondering.
That's what I was wondering about NFTs. Like, okay, I own Michael Jordan's last shot. Now, if TNT plays it, like, do I need to get a cut? Can I tell them to cease and desist? Like, where does this go from here? Because right now, it does seem like a type of digital wallet substitute, but it feels like if I own that clip, shouldn't I be able to do a lot more with it? I'm not saying I want it to go there. I'm just wondering.
You know who knows the answer? Mondo knows the answer.
Hey,
Mondo, Wikipedia.
Hey, what's up? It's me, Armando, the producer. Whoa, totally knew the answer. So my understanding of it is, and I swear to God, as soon as I'm done talking, I'm going to go back at the live chat and see everyone telling me I'm wrong.
Then you're wrong. That's why I didn't say anything. I don't know the answers.
But from my understanding of it, each time you buy an NFT, it comes with like a chain of code that authenticates it as the original. So you guys are right that there are other copies of it, but it is, I mean, the modern day equivalent of like a counterfeit bill. Like if you tried to, I guess, like you tried to pay for something with like a repost of Charlie Bit My Finger, no one's gonna believe you. So my understanding is that yes, technically when you own the NFT, you own the rights to that thing. So whatever it is, you own that. I think that there are not set laws yet vis-a-vis what you said, like if you buy Michael Jordan's last shot and then TNT plays it or something, because actually I think something like that would be a lot more difficult to own because of how many people would have to own it. But something like Charlie Bit My Finger, the family filmed it, whoever filmed that, they technically own the rights to that and they're selling the rights to you, so you own that now. So I think the answer is it gets a little complicated, and I don't think the founding fathers in their infinite knowledge ever foresaw a day where we would be fucking just selling moments from our lives. Except for Ben Franklin. That guy knew. He fucking
he had his finger on the pulse.
He said, how can I make this easier?
Yeah.
Someone's going to do it. If I paid that much money for an NFT, if I have that type of disposable income, I'm probably down the line going to get my very expensive lawyers involved in some stupid thing. I don't know. That's what I'm just thinking they would do.
And are these people who are buying these? Are these people who are buying these things? Do you think that they're probably like new rich people, right? Like crypto rich people. Like they're not regular rich people, right?
Bored out of their mind. They're like,
right.
Guess
I have all this money. Society's closed. Can I do anything? They're like, I guess I'll just buy this.
Guess I'll buy Grumpy Cat.
Hard. I tried so hard to try to find out the identity of the person that bought it. It might just be that, like, you know, it's so fresh that they didn't release any articles yet. But I could not find anything about like who bought it. But I really wanted to see that person just go.
And you never will.
Yeah. I just wanted to see that person go to their house and just be like, all right,
I got it.
I'll bite his fucking finger.
Yeah. Well, anyways, I'm about $760,000 in debt right now.
But Cole is putting on screenings. They're on his iPhone and they're $1,000 a piece. You can come to his place for a screening and he will show you the video. It's 5 seconds long.
Make it all back. 7,600 people at a time.
It seems to be the general consensus on the internet, at least within my circle of followers and people I follow. It seems like people are like against the idea of NFTs. Is that correct? Is that or is like it just seems like people? It seems like an eye roll to most people. Is that?
Yeah.
Yes.
So I mean, I don't know too much about it, but I do know that it's like harmful to the environment. I think that's. Yeah, I something about it, but
that's the thing. It
takes so much energy.
I've only done a Wikipedia search for 5 seconds, but I'm assuming it's something like that. But yeah, it's major eye rolls right now. But I guess I'll look like an idiot if a year from now it's a really big deal. We know some people, Lindsay, who've made money off of it.
And I know a couple people who have bought them, and I'm like, how? Where do you have all that money? Where'd that money come from? But then, I'm on the same page as you, where like a lot of people are just like, okay, NFTs, what? They also sold David After Dentist, one of my favorite memes. for over 10K. Leave Britney Alone for 41,000.
That should have sold for way more than that.
I know. I'm kind of sad about those.
Come on,
'cause
that's
imagine
low.
the David Ardennis thing is 1/76th of the Charlie Bit My Finger. I mean, come on, that doesn't make sense. I don't know about that exchange rate.
Right. Nyan Cat sold for over $500,000.
Okay, more realistic.
A little more realistic, but yeah.
I'm going to learn more about it. I don't want to roll my eyes at something that I don't understand because I think that's dismissive. So I'm gonna do my best to understand this, and I'll report
I guarantee
back.
you, if you spend the next week learning about it, you still won't know anything. It's just how it is.
This video portion of this podcast it's only going to be up for a week, and after that, we're going to sell it,
Right.
and somebody can be the lucky purchaser of this podcast episode.
Yes.
I have a friend who years ago, this is kind of similar, but this is like, I don't know, 8 or 10 years ago he did this. He turned himself into a publicly traded person, and he sold stocks of himself. So he made like however many, a few thousand stocks, and then sold them to people, and then they voted on decisions in his life. Like he wanted to like move in with his girlfriend, and they had to approve it. Like the shareholders had to vote. There were like a few thousand people that owned shares in his life, and they would vote on his important life decisions. It was like a whole art project that he still does to this day. Yeah.
Wait, who is it?
My friend's name is Mike Merrill. He was on like, news stations and stuff. He kind of became like, people were talking about it and stuff. But like he only wears Brooks Brothers clothing 100% because the shareholders voted that. And like he was going to get a vasectomy.
That could really derail your life pretty quickly.
I know.
If people who have money and bad intentions.
But some people made money on it because the stock price did go up as like this idea became more famous, and he got on news stations and stuff because anyone could buy stock at any time from other people. It was like he's been doing it for years and years. It's very interesting.
Does he pay dividends?
I don't know if he has dividends, but like, he like wanted to propose to his girlfriend, and he had to get his, people to okay it and stuff like that.
That's cool. That's really cool.
So that's that's like similar in terms of like a non-real thing that you kind of turn into a currency, but that felt a little more real stakes to me.
It is. Would you sell yourself?
I would sell myself, yeah, for one Coleman hot tub.
I sell myself every day on the internet.
I wonder if I should sell my meme. Now I'm thinking. I wonder how much money mine would go for.
Sell a meme.
I had that Vine, the Nicki Minaj Vine, and I'm wondering if that. I'm curious how much it would go for.
It might be worth looking into.
You gotta put it out there. Yeah.
But I don't want people mad at me.
It's tough.
Yeah. That's.
Oh well.
Oh well, maybe later. We're gonna take another quick ad break to hear another word from our sponsors, and then we'll be back with more podcasting.
The Funhaus Podcast is brought to you by MeUndies. MeUndies knows that comfort isn't about more than what's touching your skin, it's about feeling comfortable in your skin. That's why MeUndies makes their products from sustainable, breathable, unbelievably soft fabric, and gives you endless styles and sizes to choose from extra small to 4XL. MeUndies is about comfort inside and out. MeUndies sent me a bunch of stuff. I got socks, I got underwear. They even sent me a onesie, and the underwear is incredibly comfortable. It is as soft as they say it is. Get a MeUndies membership, and every month your underwear drawer will be replenished with MeUndies goodness. You'll have a choice between new undies, socks, or a bralette, and you can pick the style and print that most feels like you. And any first-time purchasers in the Funhaus audience can get 15% off plus free shipping. Show your butt how much you care with a MeUndies membership. You're never going to run out. To get 15% off your first order and free shipping, go to MeUndies.com/dude. That's MeUndies.com/dude. Thank you, MeUndies, for sponsoring today's show.
Hey, we're back with more of the Funhaus Podcast with Cole and Andrew from Podcast Outside. Thank you guys again for joining us. I just wanted to say I remembered seeing a clip, and I think it was on TikTok. I feel like it would have been on TikTok, of the clip of you guys at the desk, and which is probably every clip is based like that. But the security guard maybe comes up to you, and it's the clip of you. We're not filming. And then your camera guy is like, no, we just like what they're doing. And I thought it was hilarious. And then, of course, I was curious about your podcast. because I've also had troubles with filming outside. Do you have to deal with that a lot? Do you get permits now? I want to know, I guess don't have to go into too much, but I'm curious about how you guys do it every week.
We've actually...
I mean, the one clip you saw is the only time we've gotten in trouble or asked to stop. Yeah. That's been the only instance of that, really. No one's ever questioned us again. Because I think, we just film on an iPhone, and I think it just looks so inconspicuous.
Yeah, we just that's kind of part of our whole, like, it's become an aesthetic in terms of, like, it doesn't look great, like you zoom in and everything's all blurry, but it's also just part of our thing where it's like, if we're on an iPhone, so no one really thinks that it's like a professional production, and it makes us get away with a lot more. Like, we filmed just on Saturday, just a few days ago, we filmed in front of Target, and, like, I mean, there were probably 10 security guards who walked by over the course of the episode, and they, like, one of them was kind of like, oh, I would sit down, but I'm supposed to be working right now. It's like, yeah, you're supposed to be shutting us down. But they didn't. I think I don't know. Somehow they don't really shut us down. I think there's something also where people feel, like, weirdly nervous about interrupting a conversation. So if you're not familiar with our show, it's Cole and I set up a table on the sidewalk and we interview strangers. Anyone walking by is eligible to sit down and chat with us. And because in order to stop us, they have to, like, interrupt a conversation. I think they feel, like, self-conscious about it and never shut us down. I mean, that's my sense of it. Do you agree with that, Cole?
Yeah. So, like, if a security guy walks by, what we do is just try to avoid eye contact and then, like, look at each other and talk to each other, and then they usually stare at us. They usually linger for a little bit, and then I think they see that we're talking, and then they just end up strolling away.
It's true.
Oh, I can't interrupt them
because you guys could easily blend in with one of those, like, sign up to vote tables or sign up for this proposition table. Like we're so trained to just block that out because we don't want to talk to those people that we just keep going straight by, and then the security guard's like, I'm just securing here. Like, I don't even know. I didn't hear about this today, but whatever. So that
also ends up being like a problem for us in terms of getting guests. Is sometimes we have to be like, we're not religious. We're not trying to get you to join our cult. Like, we just want to say hi.
We don't want you to buy anything.
Yeah, I gotta say, like, as far as people who stop people on the street, like, we're not in good company.
My first question, like, after I saw that clip, because I've done a lot of just taking the camera out and filming stuff for, like, YouTube videos, and there have been many times, and it's so funny that clip, you guys were, like, right by the pier, right, in that clip?
Yeah, near Santa Monica. Yeah, Santa Monica.
That's, like, the most times that people tell you to F off is over in that area. They're like, you cannot film here. And
no tripod or anything.
Like, just for my YouTube channel. And they're like, it doesn't matter. Get out of here. They don't care. They're
like, we've seen your YouTube channel. It sucks.
Do you guys have, like, different, I guess, things that you look for when you're looking for locations? Do you just do it anywhere outside? You have, like, a dream list of places you want to go be outside?
We have 3 requirements per location. It has to be ideally in front of, like, an abandoned storefront or somewhere where we won't get shut down in front of, like, a business or something like that. So sometimes, like, we do in between businesses, so it's not technically anyone's property. It has to be, the sidewalks have to be wide, so we can fit in frame and people can walk between us and the camera. So they have to be, like, thick sidewalks, and it has to be, and the third is it has to be a heavily foot trafficked area with people walking by.
Pedestrians.
Pedestrians. So it narrows our options a little bit. We're kind of, Glendale Boulevard is one of the better ones for us, just because it meets all those requirements, and there's a lot of, like, specific stores we can set up in front of.
Yeah, that's another thing is we've found for just, like, for getting people interested in the episode is, like, having it be in front of a specific place. So, like, in front of the DMV or at the beach, like we were talking about earlier, or, in front of Chipotle or whatever, like something that people recognize and being like, also that way the episodes feel more distinct instead of just like, oh, there's that episode where they talk to that guy, instead of like, oh, there's the episode in front of Olive Garden. It just makes it feel like more cohesive or something.
Yeah.
It ties something to it.
If you guys ever want to talk outside of Olive Garden, or just like me up, and I'll just be walking by the Olive Garden with a bowl of endless pasta. Oh, you guys.
We already did the Olive Garden episode. There was no pasta though.
Okay,
we'll do it again.
Pick another restaurant, and I'll be outside.
Okay, we'll do that. We'll do that for you.
I was also curious because like I didn't know you guys have been doing it for around 2 years, just podcasting outside. Were you just like, oh, we want to start a podcast, but we should be outside?
It was Cole's idea. It's the outside element is the setting, but the idea is to talk to strangers. That is ultimately what it is. I mean,
okay.
We have the gimmick of being outside and whatever, but that's all just to service the goal of chatting with new people every episode who we're not expecting to be on a podcast that day. It's basically the whole mission statement.
I was just asking because I used to work for another YouTube channel called Cow Chop, and we had a podcast, and our bit was going to all the different locations. So we did the paddle boats on Echo Park Lake.
Yeah, we've seen it.
Cool.
Oh, really? Okay.
After we started, people would comment that, and they were like, "You stole this from Cow Chop," and we're like, "Oh, we didn't.
No!
We weren't aware."
No, it's totally different.
No, it is different. It is different. But there was definitely some people who were like, "You guys are beta Cow Chop or whatever."
Oh my god, no. Okay, well, I wasn't bringing it up to be like,
no. I know you weren't.
Yeah,
I know you weren't. And I do think our thing is different because you guys were just talking to each other, but in different settings.
Yeah,
ours is very
we didn't talk to
talking
different
to
people. It wasn't about meeting new people or like getting cool stories. I mean, like it was a podcast, but the bit for us was, each week it's going to be in a new location. Like
and it was cool. We watched them. They're cool. I like that you guys did that. We liked it.
Yeah. It was very stressful because we did outside of the Scientology Center one time, and there were guards just eyeballing us down.
That's like where we will never go.
That's the one place we've decided we'll never do.
It's true
because they'll track you down forever. They find you.
Yeah.
That was that was a stressful episode.
I've heard some of their ideas, and I gotta say they sound really good. I don't want to get any closer to their ideas because I already am interested, and I want to keep my distance.
I was gonna ask if you guys had any went like super south, like a confrontation, or just like holy shit, we got really lucky there that it didn't turn out dangerous. Has there any been like wild ones, or the strangers been pretty just like friendly, and you haven't hit that yet? Hopefully you never do.
No, we've hit that.
Yeah.
What do did you stop what you're doing? Did you keep going? Like,
well, I mean,
just recently we had to pretend to end because we just couldn't get out of a situation where these two guys that were clearly on a lot of drugs were just like grab the microphone and we're just talking nonsense and we're like, all right, we're done. We're gonna finish. So we've done that. A guy threatened to beat me up once, but it was Cole. So.
Why you do that?
Why did you do that, Cole? No, a stranger threatened to beat me up, but then he did immediately after. He did try to actually fight like some cars, so I think he was just not with it.
Got you.
He had some issues, and then we've been pretty lucky. I mean, I think there's something also about being in public. Like people are less like, even if they kind of maybe want to start something, I think there is like such a public element to it that they kind of feel like, oh, I can't really do too much because everyone can see, and we're kind of protected in that way as well.
There's cameras and microphones, everything can be found.
I just got a message that says, Fareed says to tell them to do an episode outside LAX.
We've wanted to. That's been a goal. That's been on our list. Places like LAX and IKEA are high on our list, but I feel like we would just get shut down immediately at both of those places.
No, you'd be surprised about how lax, no pun intended, lax LAX is because...
really?
Yes, it's weird. Because no one cares. I know for a fact, like a lot of homeless people go stay at the airport. And so like there's that whole population there. I think you'll be the least of the worries as long as you're not leaving packages, places and stuff like that. You might be able to get off with it, but I don't know. I
think LAX is probably way easier than IKEA. IKEA is like as soon as you stop and you just stand in one spot, they're like, "What are you doing? What are you doing?"
I've been
IKEA. Kicked out and yelled at IKEA for filming in IKEA.
Okay.
So,
I guess we can try LAX. But I got to say, driving to the airport, getting immediately shut down, and driving all the way home would be a very sad way to spend the day.
Oh yeah. That's why I haven't signed up for Clear yet. Because I'm like, I don't want to go there.
Century Boulevard, where you can like see LAX, but there's no people. So it's like, okay, well.
But no, that'd be great. We would love to talk to travelers coming and going. That would be awesome.
Or planes.
That's a really... Oh, on the tarmac.
Yeah, on the tarmac. I had a question for Cow Chop. I've always wondered this. Is there a double meaning of that name, Couch Hop?
It was, it was like this channel had started like about gaming, like co-op. So they were like, well, we're on the couch and it's co-op. So it's couch co-op. Okay. And then I think that it was sort of like, oh, that sounds funny. And they started it before I joined. I only joined like a year into it. But I think that's sort of like the origination of it. It was like couch co-op games.
Got it.
Playing.
I thought so.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then we did a podcast outside, but also inside. It was just that anywhere that was not like on a set. That was the big thing. It was like, we can't be on the set. One time, this is totally unrelated, and I'll tell this real quick, but we went to Palm Springs, and like 2 of our team members like had heat exhaustion. We all passed out in the car on the way home because it was 118 degrees. We went in June, and it was a dumb idea. Don't go to Palm Springs and sit outside for an hour in June. It's very hot. It was 118 degrees.
Sheesh.
Yeah, we got umbrellas.
Yeah.
We got umbrellas that clip to our table now, so it keeps us in the
did
shade.
almost pass out from heat
hydrated.
exhaustion during our 100th episode, though, because our special guest was Jon Hamm, and he's like really hot. And so his heat was kind of like, he's such a hunk.
Radiating.
It was actually made Cole and I really like physically hot, and we almost passed out.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, okay, for our audience right now, yes, on the 100th episode of their podcast, they had Jon Hamm, which I was watching. Actually, I was watching some of it earlier today as well.
Thanks.
You guys, did it start as like a meme, as like a joke, and then you're
it
big
was
Jon Hamm
basically-
fans?
yeah.
I don't know.
It was a joke when we first started. Not even a joke. We were just like, oh, it'd be great if we could talk to a celebrity. Maybe someone like a Jon Hamm or something would walk by. Like kind of as a bit. And then every episode it says Jon Hamm count 0 at the top. It's like been a running gag. We've had people pretend to be Jon Hamm so we can practice interviewing him.
Yeah,
And
I
then-
saw those clips.
Right. And then for our 100th episode, we got him to agree to do the show and talked to him for an hour, and it was awesome.
Yeah, that's
That is the power of, I guess, social media and like kind of.
Oh, see,
there you go.
You're
Was
feeling
that what he
hot
was
right
wearing?
now, right? He was wearing
He's-
that. Yeah, he was.
he's ready for the hot
He was heading to
tub
Twitch.
stream.
He was heading to
Yeah.
Twitch right
Arrow.
after. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, Twitch hot tubs. No, that's super cool, and it's a good episode to watch. So if you guys want to go check it out, you can.
Yeah,
check out
it's
the
a good
channel. I'm sure all their links will be down below. Yeah, that's so cool. I just was wondering, like, if you guys booked tickets and like went booked tickets to go fly somewhere, and then just like went extra early, and you could sit inside the terminal. And do you think that would be more discreet? More travelers.
Yeah,
Maybe
inside could be
inside.
good. It would be bad for our brand to be inside, but I do hear what you're saying. Like we just have our little like. kind
Oh,
of
you're
to-go
right.
thing.
No, that totally fucks
No, it's
everything,
okay.
doesn't it?
We can knock
What if
out-
it was there's no outside terminals? I'm like,
Look, we can
sitting
smash a
outside.
couple windows, set up next to there. I think that would work out.
Yeah.
Okay, that's true.
There's always Burbank
Maybe, like,
Airport. You get right
for
over
a
right over the
Burbank
bridges. The
episode later.
planes almost touch your head. You could get there.
We live right by Burbank. We could try Burbank Airport. Maybe they'd be fine with it.
Yeah, like 4 people
Maybe
go to
it's like a
airport there.
little.
But hey, it's Armando. It's producer Armando. Just chiming in here to
Mondo.
say, do not try it at the Burbank Airport.
Really?
They're a lot less relaxed. When you go to the Burbank Airport, one of the things that you see when you walk in is a big sign that says like, no this, no this, no this, and the last thing on their sign in big red print is no jokes.
Really?
Yeah.
No.
I have
what?
a picture of it. Let me see if I could get the picture.
Yeah,
and
send us
it-
that picture.
send
So
it
maybe
to
the Denny's outside of Burbank Airport on the
Yeah.
Sansei.
I
Or maybe
one of
LAX
those.
is just the best bet.
There's
Or we just record a very serious episode.
Yeah, it can just be more serious.
yeah.
Oh.
It's
Like
dramatic.
we're not joking, sir. This is a very somber
joking.
episode.
No jokes.
Let me see if I can get it.
Why does it
yeah.
say that? Who was joking there? Who was joking there?
They.
Well, it's
I used to
Bob
fly
Hope.
out of Burbank. Yeah, exactly.
So it's Bob.
Yeah,
Hope.
what
They're like,
joke
no, you.
set them off? You know, what was the joke that was like, this is too far. We can't have these anymore.
Let me see if I can find it.
Also, like, yeah,
Who's
now
the
I'm gonna look up-
who's the one guy responsible for that?
Yeah, who joked
Bob
too
Hope.
hard at
This-
Burbank Airport?
I said Bob Hope.
There's
is
been-
it. So I think I think that is the joke. Is that no jokes because we're named after Bob Hope. The comedian of comedians.
I want to look on Google Maps. Where's this sign at?
It's at the entrance. God damn, do I really not have the picture anymore? It
Okay,
struck
I
me
found
as
it. I
odd
found it.
because
Sure.
you
I found it.
did?
You found it?
See, drop
Yeah,
it in the
just-
Discord.
Okay.
Yeah, I have been in trouble. I've told this story on, I think, even different Funhaus podcasts before, where I often will accidentally show up to airports with stuff you're not supposed to have in your bag, or like, I'll show up and I'll start making jokes to people, and very rarely have they ever been happy about it. But at the Burbank airport specifically, there are there's signage that's like, if you even fucking make a joke, you're dead.
They don't want to do
Wow.
those jokes.
No flight list for you.
Burbank.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, Cody, if you
I
could throw
see
up the
it.
picture of this sign, we dropped it in the Discord. This is the sign.
Hey, they
that
said
is-
please. You made it sound way more aggressive, Mondo. They said please.
Let me see which sign it is, because there are two different signs that are
Yeah,
on
this might be the wrong one. I just
They're-
found this on
every
Google.
every entrance on the Burbank airport has this sign.
I can see it on Google Maps. It does say
Yeah.
please.
They
one that I see
okay,
on
look at
Google
that.
Maps.
They don't. There's bombs. There's a terrorist. There's a fucking a gun on there. But the only thing that gets written out in words is no jokes, please.
Well, see, you said that was a
It should
terrorist.
be-
That's actually the no jokes, because that's laugh at my joke, please.
Yeah.
Please laugh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They should have a little guy with the microphone, and he's in the red circle.
Yeah, what you can't get is in that last picture he's saying, "What's the deal with airplane food?" And then fucking,
Okay.
you're going to jail, sir. Anyway, that was just my 2 cents. Is if you're gonna do an airport, do LAX.
Not
because they really,
Burbank.
they don't
Alright.
give a shit. But
LAX,
Burbank specifically does not fuck around.
Thanks for the info.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good to know.
Bye. Whee!
Bye.
See you a little bit
Maybe
later.
the
on
magical
Mondo.
thing that happens. when,
Damn, Cody, I thought you were gonna
Mondo.
flip me. Oh, woo!
Oh, there-
Woo. Okay, so we just gonna take one more final break to hear a word from our final sponsor. We'll be back. We'll talk about this other thing that I got in my pocket, and whatever else. We'll be back.
The Funhaus Podcast is brought to you by Keeps. Get ready, I'm about to hit you with a fact. Over 50 million men in the US suffer from male pattern baldness, but thanks to Keeps, you don't have to be one of them. Keeps offers a simple way to keep your hair with virtual doctor consultations and medications sent straight to your door in discreet packaging every 3 months. Keeps provides the only 2 FDA-approved medications that can prevent hair loss. Plus, Keeps is low cost. Treatments start at $10 a month, and they even offer generics. Hold on to your hair you have, because prevention is key. Treatments can take 4 to 6 months to see results, so act fast. If you're ready to take action and prevent hair loss, go to keeps.com/dudesoup to receive your first month of treatment for free. That's Keeps, keeps.com/dudesoup to get your first month free. keeps.com/dudesoup. Thank you, Keeps, for sponsoring today's show.
I'm a very casual, loosey-goosey host. It doesn't make any sense, but I was like, I really wanted to talk to you guys about your podcast.
No, thank
and like,
you. We
I
appreciate
feel like,
it. I like
we
it.
had that
Thank you.
bonding moment of being outside and stuff. And that to me was just like really cool that y'all do that. And it's cool that it's all about talking and meeting new people, because that's kind of stuff that I also love.
Great.
What
a great skill.
did Jon Hamm smell like? Was he close enough that you could smell him?
The masks.
Was it
I don't
sweaty?
think we
A little bit of
could.
sweat.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it's not cool.
He did
But
put
he's
his arm
not
around
great.
us for a photo.
Yeah, we got his arms around us, but I didn't smell anything. So I guess he smells neutral, which is not
Yeah, it's
bad.
good neutral. It's nothing wrong with that. Yeah.
Neutral.
Yeah.
Oh, and I actually did have one more question, because you have been doing for 2+ years. Was there like a huge change or like a hiatus when the pandemic hit and like
Yeah.
you couldn't do it, and then like how long did it take you for like getting back into it?
We did it remotely, like via Zoom and like Omegle and
Omegle.
Craigslist and all sorts of stuff. And then I think we
Oh,
did that for
really?
like 4 or 5 months, and then we went back out finally.
Well, that's so
Yeah, it
creative.
was miserable.
You found a way to make it work.
It was
Oh well,
miserable.
yeah. I mean,
It just took way more work because we'd have these giant video files from screen recordings, and it was just like way more work. People weren't watching as much. It was just like a nightmare for us. We were like, are we going to stop doing the show entirely? And then we're finally just like, all right, it seems like outside is safe enough. We can do it. And the reality is we probably
do it.
could have been doing it the whole time outside, but who knew? Everyone was scared of looking at someone,
yeah, truly. We've also been doing this kind of stuff for
Sure.
over a year now. And so
Yep.
I totally get it personally, how it affects like your mentality of just being like, oh, we can't do what we like want.
Yeah, I know.
Of like making some stuff that we love, and it changes everything. And
Yeah.
even with like now people notice too the delay and being like, but hopefully, you know, we'll all
We're
be able
close.
to just, yeah.
We're
Maybe
very
one day
close.
when we go back, we can have you guys come hang out with us. And,
Are you guys in LA? Is everyone involved in this in LA?
Yeah, we're in LA.
Cool,
Yeah.
cool.
We've been working our way going back occasionally. There's still so many steps that you got to follow when you work for like a bigger company and bigger productions in LA. So getting tested and having like an officer there who can ensure the safety of everybody who's there. But we are doing it and we're having fun. So hopefully we'll get to do more of it. And then,
Cool.
yeah, maybe one day you guys will come hang out.
Hey, we'd love to.
Yeah, walk by our show.
Are you?
We don't got no
Yeah, you guys
we don't
should
got
walk
no
by our show
COVID
as well.
officers.
That's what I said. So you already did Olive Garden, so you know maybe I don't know if are you outside the Panera Bread? Are
We
you
haven't done
outside
Panera.
of
We're
Jimmy
open to it.
John's?
Ooh, good
Okay,
idea.
there you go.
So
I like Panera. That's an idea.
let me know. I'll walk on by.
Okay.
There's one final story that I wanted to bring up because it just I can't believe that it's finally happening. But Microsoft is finally going to pull the plug on one of its most iconic and annoying projects since Clippy, Internet Explorer. So pour one out.
I thought you were gonna say podcast, but outside. I got nervous.
Does Microsoft own your podcast?
Yeah,
They own
yeah.
NFT to your podcast.
They just got bought out.
They took it. And it's a big hotly contested part of their divorce proceedings is which one of the two is going to get control over our show. Bill and Melinda.
Oh yeah. Yeah, bye Internet Explorer.
That's kind of sad. I
okay.
didn't think it was. I guess you can't say a browser is doing bad. It comes automatically on every computer. But like I used it for so long, and in fact I was very resistant to using like Chromes and stuff. But then eventually I did. But I didn't think it was to the point where they're just like, you know what? Let's just get rid of this thing because it's been around for so long.
So okay, I'm reading the date now. You have another year. It looks like
Yeah.
it's gonna shut down on June 15th. 2022. I honestly I just figured they would keep it forever, but they kind of switched it over and it's like Edge now, right?
Yeah,
Or
that's what
like the one that Microsoft has.
Yeah, I guess they just have a new browser. I mean, why didn't they just... I mean, why do they need to give it a whole new name? What's up with that?
Yeah. Well, you know, for the longest time, I remember in my early internet days, like it was like the cool thing to shit on Internet Explorer. And that never like went away. So maybe they're just like, listen, we want to get these new,
Never went away.
These new younger kids. Let's just change the name to something edgier, you know? Like I don't know what the strategy is behind it, but it was a very long running thing of just talking about how bad Internet Explorer was. Even though like I never really had that many issues with it, but I don't know. I was just looking at Jordans and stupid stuff. So
You think does Gen Z look at Internet Explorer and go like, "Wow, vintage"? I mean,
They
probably
might not
a good
even know what
question.
it is,
Probably.
honestly.
I think it would be cool to
it's like
have on
underground.
a t-shirt.
Oh,
Underground.
t-shirt that says Internet Explorer.
Yeah, the logo. I'd wear that.
I mean, that's kind of like
vintage.
your job too, you know? You're kind of an Internet
My
Explorer,
job?
right? Yeah, aren't you
Yeah.
kind of an Internet
Yeah,
Explorer?
you're
Isn't that what you do
Internet
for work?
Explorer.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm always exploring the internet. Little safari hat.
It was also just recently that the Yahoo announced the shutdown of its infamous Yahoo Answers service. I did see like a montage of that somewhere. I don't remember. I was watching a show.
some of the
They
best
had the
moments
montage of
on there. Just the best
like
questions
how's
and
Babby
answers.
formed.
Yeah, I mean, where am I going to get my health advice?
Yeah.
I'm
Don't
gonna
worry,
get
you
sicker
can
and
die from
sicker.
WebMD.
Okay.
Yeah. Who else am I going to ask if I want to know if toothpaste is edible? I don't know. I'll just eat it.
Yeah. Well, I guess you've got Reddit, but I don't know.
Grossed out.
Reddit doesn't have that
Yeah.
same fire that Yahoo Answers had.
No, I mean I also learned that I'm gonna die from Reddit, so it's like
Oh, okay. Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. Wait, Yahoo Answers told you you're going to die from Reddit?
No, I learned that I'm gonna die from WebMD and Reddit
Oh,
equally.
got it.
I say, oh, I have like a little bit of heartburn, and it's like, you have cancer.
It's always
like,
cancer.
Yeah.
Yep. Fuck.
Yeah.
This just says, with the titans of the old world being put to sleep and ancient memes being sold as NFTs, who is to say what the future of the internet will look like and who will explore it? And I'll tell you what, it looks like this, us, and we're the explorers.
Yeah.
Did I take the energy too high there at the end?
No, that was great. That's how you end with.
Okay.
That's how you end with a bang, Lindsay.
Yeah, it's us.
It's us.
Bang
Anyways.
enders.
You guys doing anything fun this summer? Like, gonna take that podcast?
We're gonna go on the road. Yeah,
elsewhere?
we're gonna go on the road. We're trying to figure
That's
that out
so
right now.
exciting.
Yeah,
Like outside the
Oh
state,
my
or
gosh.
just.
outside the state, ideally. Yeah, we're trying to figure out our schedule right now. We're going to San Francisco in 2 weeks just to do some episodes and also to do a couple live shows. And then we're also going to try and go to We're trying to go to another country. We just want to travel. We want to be out there.
Yeah, that's
Yes.
Yeah,
That is, I miss traveling so much, and
I know.
I can't wait to do it.
So we will be doing a
That'll-
U.S. tour in probably July and August. You can follow us for that info. We'll just be coming to cities and figuring out ways to interact with strangers on stage and stuff like that. And then, we just release episodes every Wednesday on YouTube and podcast apps, always at a different location. And in a year when you couldn't meet a lot of new people, we're always meeting new people every week. So
Yeah.
come check us out.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh man, well I'm so excited for you guys to go places this summer.
Yeah, thank you. Us too.
Thanks. Us too.
I'm just, I'll be here. I'm gonna I'm going to Vegas in August, but that's about it. That's all I got.
Oh, it's
There's
gonna
no
be hot.
podcast, but I will lose some money. So
I was just there. I lost some money myself. So
yeah, it's such a fun time.
yeah, it's silly. It's silly.
Let's see. We got some videos coming out on the channel this weekend. Let me just tell you about some cool stuff that you can watch this weekend on Funhaus.
Tease them bad boys.
Of course. Yeah. What's today? Oh, we're getting near the end of May. We got the Lasers and Feelings. It was like a sort of a RPG D&D thing, I think. That's what it was. Of course, I don't know anything about the video that I'm trying to shout out. We have another in-studio gameplay that we record in the office. It's a fun one. It's not for broadcast. It's me and Ryan and Jacob and James. So check that out. It was fun. Ryan did a fun edit on it as well. And yeah, we will be back next week with some more podcast inside. Thanks again, Cole and Andrew. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having us.
Chaotic conversation
Thank you.
Tuesday,
Good time.
That's
Good
how
time.
it goes.
We learned a lot.
John, thank you as always. Mondo. Oh my gosh, wait a second. Mondo?
I'm very proud of you.
Wait, who's that? That's not Mondo?
It's me, Jonathan Hamm.
No, closer. Keep
on.
going closer.
Yeah, no, keep on. It's gonna.
Guess you.
I don't ever blink. That's one thing that I talked about on podcast, but outside.
I guess we can be added to the list of cool podcasts that John.
I guess so.
I just wanted to say, is this what I sound like? I don't actually know what Jon Hamm sounds like off the top of my head.
That's accurate.
That's pretty accurate. Yeah.
Thank you. Me, Jon Hamm, doesn't remember what Jon Hamm sounds like. I just wanted to say, I'm so proud of my boys. You've come so long. You've come so far.
We have come so long. Yeah.
You have
We've come
so
very long.
I've seen it.
Yeah.
I've seen it. Oh man, the boys come so long. Anyway, I just wanted to say from the bottom of my heart, y'all some madmen, and I love you.
Thank you.
Wow.
Thank you.
John.
You're the maddest man of all.
Bye.
And also, thanks, John Holland, for joining us this week, as always.
Appreciate you having me.
And Cody, our TD. We'll see y'all next week. Did I forget anything?
Yeah,
I think
shouts
I
out
got
to
it all.
Dennis, the editor of Funhaus Podcast, who puts
Hell
up
yeah.
with all of our bullshit. Dennis, you're the
Thanks,
best.
Dennis. All right. We'll see y'all later.